My days of depression looks like thus. Been planning on cleaning all day only to stay in bed.
It don't take much, a little affection, and some of your time. That's all that I'm asking for. Feels like this dream will never come true. I just want somebody who know how to listen and give me attention, who won't break my heart. Good intentions, I ain't hard to please. I don't need a lot, just show me that you care. Can you be there when I need you most? And when I say I don't, make me feel secure forever. I just need someone to love me when it's hard to. I can trust with all my issues. Someone who is patient and consistent.
It's not working. It's not working. I just met his sister, met his brother, met his other brother, met his mom, met his brother's baby mom, and it's not working. I don't know why men do that. Why do men throw another woman in another woman's face to make them jealous when all it's going to do is push that woman away? That's not going to make a woman get closer to you. It's going to make a woman distance themselves from you, because like I said, I don't know what this is with him and this girl. He says she has a boyfriend, but they best friends. Her name is Jersey, and he just keeps throwing her name in my face. And I'm not the jealous type, but at the same time, I'm not about to sit around and talk about someone I don't know. I don't know her, and I'm not jealous of a ghost. Literally, like, I don't even know her. I've seen her one time, but barely. I barely even know her. So it's just like, I'm not the type to sit around and allow you and let you throw another woman's name in my face constantly. Like, he literally just started going off, oh yeah, like I better not be that type that be stepping on his toes with other men. And I'm just sitting here listening, and all of a sudden he's throwing the girl Jersey in my face again. Like, I don't know this woman. I don't care to know this woman. I have nothing against this woman. I have no issues with this woman. I don't know her. So it's just like, why are you throwing a person in my face that I don't know? And I'm not the type to just sit around and be mad about a woman I don't know. So I told him, I'm like, you know what? I'm single because I'm not about to do this. I'm sorry, I'm not. You a good guy and everything from what I know. Had great times with you. You're very romantic. You're very sweet. But at the same time, I can't allow you to do this to me. I can't. You know, I can't. You know, I can't take myself back to that point. I can't. I'm not. That's just not who I am now. I'm not the type to think about other women. I'm not the type to be jealous of another woman. I'm not the type to worry about another woman. I'm not that type. And if this is what you want, you're not going to get that from me. I don't want to spend my life worried about another person that does not involve me. The only ones I'm going to be worried about is my kids. And those are the only two people I'm going to worry about. Other than that, the rest of that is just like, I can't. And I won't. You know, my life is my life. And I won't let that situation disrupt my life. You know, disrupt what's actually real. You know, and I just can't. I can't. So I don't know if it was, yeah. Like I said, we didn't even know what it was. You know, girlfriend, boyfriend. It is what it is. But yeah, I just met his nephew and his sister today. But yeah, I'm not about to keep allowing you to throw another woman's name in my face consistently, constantly. That's just not what I'm doing. So this is crazy. This is crazy. So yeah, that's the update, and I'm about to go to sleep. Talk to you next time. And you know what else it reminds me of? He just triggering so many memories. So my daughter's dad, I never got over the fact that he wasn't over his ex, and the whole relationship, I just felt like, because I asked him, like, is you over her, this, and the third? Is you still over her, this, and the third? And he was like, she broke up with him. So when a man says that another woman broke up with them, it means that they're not over them, because it wasn't their fault. They weren't the reason for the breakup. So that's how I feel about this situation. It's like, the only thing you're doing when you're bringing up another woman, you're basically just letting me know right then and there that you still have something going on. You know, so there's something there. There's something going on. And it's telling me that I need to be careful. It's telling me that I need to be careful with you. And that's what's so crazy. It's like, it's random outbursts. It was a random outburst. Before this, he was talking about, he had taken me and my son with him to, this movie thing. Having a bonfire tomorrow with his family. It was like this. He was so sweet and stuff. And then randomly, an outburst of her name just comes out of the blue. And that's why I'm like, he was like, I don't know where your head at. I don't know where my head at. You freaking confusing the crap out of me. Like, the other day at the bar, when I was drunk and I was telling him, like, I think you like her, or y'all got something going on. I didn't really think that, but it's more so me saying that, not the fact that you like her, she like you. It's just something is there. That's all I'm saying. Something is there, and it could be nothing, honestly, but y'all making it seem like it's something. Is not helping the situation. That's what I told him today. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to get in your way. You don't have to feel obligated to be with me. You don't have to feel obligated. You don't have to be with me. I don't have to be with you. That's just what it is. Don't feel pressured to be with me. At this point, do what you want to do. If you got options out there, then have your options. His sister was showing me a photo of her girlfriend on the phone. I'm like, yeah, she's pretty, this and the third. It's just like, sometimes it just seems like he gets lost in the thought of, is this what I really want? Or do I have other options? Go explore, go do your thing. Don't let me stand in your way. If you want to be with somebody, or you thinking about, seeing somebody, like just tonight, he was talking about going to the strip club. I'm like, okay, so you starting this argument because you want to go to the strip club? Go to the strip club. Don't let me hold you back. Stop confusing me. Stop throwing another woman in my face just so that you can get off the chain. You feel me? If that's what it is, don't be with me. Don't be with, just do you. You don't have to settle down. I'm not telling you to settle down. It's your decision. You keep throwing it in my face that you like me, this, and the third, and we finally trying to, figure out what this is, and you not even ready, obviously. So that's what I'm saying. It just keeps coming back to my mind. Like, don't make me suffer. Don't throw another woman in my face randomly just because you want to. Like I said, it's triggering those past memories of, when I was so hurt with my daughter's dad because he wasn't over his ex, but he wanted me in the midst of what he had. I knew he wasn't over her, but I don't want to wonder, It's crazy. Like, this is why I don't do relationships, and that's all. It's not a relationship. This is actually a relationship. It's a relationship because it's faith-based. But in the midst of this faith-based relationship, the devil is really like kind of just slipping his way into this situation. So I'm just about to, like I said, I texted him like, I'm calling it quits, because I'm not about to have another woman thrown in my face, especially a woman I never even met, I don't know nothing about, a woman that just keeps popping up randomly. I ain't got time for that. I really don't. And honestly, I'm not doing this. I give up. I'm not doing it. This morning I made him a bowl of cereal with some milk on the side. Whenever he's ready to eat, I pour that milk. He can pour his milk inside his bowl of cereal and eat it, just so that it won't get soggy. Waiting for him to eat. Usually I would make him some bacon, but I'm really not feeling well this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my stomach pills. I take these when I'm throwing up a lot. So I'm gonna take 2. I did manage to clean my kitchen a little bit. I got a little bit of it done. Well, I did clean it, but I don't stay clean for too long. We got a couple dishes on the counter. So I am doing little by little, going based on how I'm feeling. I had all this yarn all on my floor, so I decided to go ahead and get it up, sweep that up. I cannot wait till I can afford so many hangers, because I want to hang up all of these clothes. So I'm just waiting to receive some money. Got some money coming in. I don't know when it'll be. It probably won't be till like fall or winter time. I don't know, just waiting to hear back about that situation, but eventually I am going to get all of these clothes hung up so that my baskets can be free. I guess I just got my hopes up still in regards to that. So yeah, we did talk last night, and I felt kind of weird because I met all your family and they were talking about, you know, we ain't even girlfriend or boyfriend for real. He even said like, you don't even look like it. Like, I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, you really confused my head. So I wound up sending him a message. I was like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm single. I'm not about to keep tolerating you throwing Jersey's name in my face. I don't know her. I don't have a problem with her. But if she's on your head like that, then I'm not going to hold you back. Go ahead. That's all you. I'm not the type to hold no one back from what they really want. And obviously, that's what it is. Don't use me to grieve over another woman. That's all I'm saying. So I did get this text message, and he mentioned his sister. I feel like a lot of reasons why it has a lot to do with siblings and family members, depending on what they want from you. Like I said, he's very, when it comes to women, pulling on the woman's strings is very easily. So in my mind, I'm thinking like when she put up that picture of her friend, you know, probably pulled on those strings as well. You know, so. This little boy think he's slick and he's smart. You see that right there? That's honey. He's attracting the bugs. He's attracting the bugs because he likes bugs. He think he's slick. You think you slick? You think you slick? What? You like a little mastermind when it comes to bugs. So yeah, I'm about to do my hair. Do my feet. This is day 2 of depression.
I learned they gon' talk no matter what you do. So give them something to talk about. Haters gon' hate you anyway.
So we're gonna talk about it. I want to give up this medication. I want to feel like, you know, it's not like more of a want or a need. It just seems like it's something I'm gonna have to do. But at the same time, I don't know. You know, when I feel like I'm about to give up and chalk it up, it's just like it goes beyond me, you know. So I haven't taken a shower since yesterday morning. I did clean my floor, so I'm kind of inspired to, you know, do some more around the house. The biggest depression is my clothes and, you know, my son's clothes. I don't know where these hangers is going, but we need hangers. I can't, there's no use of folding it because the baskets is taken up and you're just going to be folding the baskets only to come unfolded. Depression is oppression. You know, that's what depression is. Depression is oppression. So I'm oppressed, and I'm just at the point where, you know, it's using a figure of speech. I'm a dancing in the rain through this oppression. You feel me? Being weighed down, being held down. And this is how I know, it's because honestly, I really don't feel as though I don't want to do anything. It's more so of I can't. So that's how I know it's oppression. So yeah. Besides the cereal for breakfast, my son had some macaroni, a little macaroni bowl. And you know, you just gotta prepare for the oppression. You know, that's how you know it's genetically. You know, it's in your blood. It's something that's not tamed. This feeling is not a depression, and no antidepressant is going to fix it. It's oppression, and this flows through our veins. This is blood bound, you know, world bound. So it's beyond us, but we take the medication because, you know, they want to give us some type of relief towards the situation, knowing it's not even, it has nothing to really do with the medication at all. It's just our ancestors, you know, our blood. That's where this comes from. The series of events, traumas, experience that our ancestors had, and we are carrying it on because we are the same being. You know, we are have the same blood flowing through our veins, the same skin. You know, we are them at a different time. So that's all it is. But you know, I look at it as some type of upliftment of mood enhancer, you know, towards the situation. All my brothers and sisters are battling with this, except the one in the Air Force. She may be too, you know, but she just has that support of dealing with it and handling it to where she doesn't have to take any medication. You know, she has a huge support system. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if we had that same support system, we wouldn't be on medication either. But yeah, that's what it comes down to, and that's the truth about the situation. So yeah, you just gotta be time. You gotta prepare, especially when you got kids. You know, when you know that's what I was saying. I was like, that's how I know it's because when this time comes around, you know, I do get myself prepared because I already know what's happening. And when you already know what's happening, that's how you know it's in your blood. You know, it's you, and it's, you know, about history and now. So yeah, the pills is just a temporary stepping stone. So, but I went out and I went to the grocery store and I got my son a whole bunch of snacks. I usually don't get him snacks, but I got him snacks, and I got him some microwavable, you know, food, and you know, stuff like that, just to buy me time with how I'm feeling mentally. And this is my life. This is my life. I always get a lot of people, you know, people just be like, what do you do, this, that, and third? It makes me cry whenever I hear that. You know, y'all don't know the struggle. It's not just my son, it's me too. You know, so it's my oppression. And my son's having the time of his life, and that's all that matters. You know, he's my uplifting stepping stone when I am feeling down and out. In actuality, reality, a metaphor to these daggone bills, but so yeah, we talked about it. So I was watching this live, and I actually got inspired to the point where I had to talk about it. So after this, you're going to see a verse of the day. And it reminded me of what I was talking about with somebody yesterday. We was conversating, and he had these fake plants, and he was handing them to me. He was like, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna bring you some fake plants. I'm like, I'm not gonna accept that. I was like, that's like handing me a toy. And he was like, so you'll accept real plants. If it ain't real, then you won't accept it. I was like, no, because it's something about plants. It's something about life. You can feel the essence. You can feel the energy. What I'm gonna do with some fake plants? I was like, I'm gonna give them to my son. I'm gonna toss them over this balcony. I was just playing, but honestly, don't come to me with no fake flowers. I don't want fake flowers. I want real flowers. I want something you can feel. I want to feel the presence. They came from somewhere. They traveled here with you. That means something. And then you're giving them to me. I get to experience that feeling, that essence, as if I was there with you, as if I was there wherever they came from. And yeah, so she inspired me with this verse. And a lot of people don't know what faith is. A lot of people is confused about faith, because they can't see it. And that's what this world has done. The world has put us in a position of seeing. And that's the devil's kingdom. This is the devil's kingdom. And that's the devil's purpose, is to misconstrue or to mislead and confuse you about what faith is. A lot of believers, a lot of Christians, they be like, heaven is up there. What if they built rockets just to go up to space just to see if heaven was up there? A lot of believers be like, I see the sun, so I know there's a God. I see the trees so that I know there's a God. They had to see Jesus' wounds and the nails in his hands to believe that this experience happened. But what God is telling you, that it's not about seeing. When will you get over this perception? A blind man doesn't have to see to believe that the ground beneath his feet. The blind man doesn't have to see to believe that people are there, that you are there. He don't see you. She don't see you. This blind person don't see you. So technically, they don't have to believe in you because they don't see you. But they have enough knowledge. They have that seed. They have enough wisdom. They have that seed of God inside of them to know, to believe in their senses, to believe in God, to know that you're there. They don't have to see you a day in their life to know that you're there. Just think about that. A blind man doesn't have to believe in you because he doesn't see you. Food for thought. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with this moment of inspiration. This woman inspired me to make this verse of the day, and just kind of filtered the oppression of the moment.
The blind man doesn't have to see the sun to know it's there or see the clouds to know the rain is coming. He smells the rain and feels the sun.
So yeah. See ya. Bye.
This steam smells like a whole beach vacation. These look way too good to wait for. That's the best thing I've eaten all year.
Verse of the day. Faith is the substance of all things hoped for and the evidence not seen. What does that mean, y'all? Faith is is the substance of all things hoped for. You hope and you pray for something to happen. You're praying and you're praying and you're praying and you're hoping and you're hoping and you're hoping. Of all things hoped for, your wishes, your desires, your dreams, your goals, your life to be exactly what you've imagined, what you've always prayed for. The evidence unseen. So how do you know that it's happening for you if you don't see it? How do you know that it is happening for you if you don't see it? That's faith. So how do you feel this faith? You have to feel it. And when you feel it, you know it's happening for you. You may not see it with the eyes. You're hoping and you're hoping and you're hoping in every direction that you see. But nothing is happening. Does this mean that it's not happening for you? No, it doesn't mean that. But you have to be tapped in, synced in, linked in God's alignment to fully experience all that you've hoped for, to see your prayers answered, to see with your mind's eye, with your mind's heart, with your intuition. Then shall you witness the evidence that you have hoped for. Because you can't see the evidence, but it doesn't mean it's not there. And that is what faith is. That is what faith is. Believing in the unseen But just because you don't see it, it doesn't mean it's not there. Can you see this air from the fan? Can you see the air? You can't see the air, but you feel it, right? So something's happening to where you can feel it. That's faith. You know, you don't see the air, but it's cooling you down somehow, some way, right? A lot of people be like, you know, I don't see it, so I don't believe it. So you don't believe in the air coming from the fan? You don't feel it? You don't have to see to feel. And that is faith. And that is faith. That is the verse of the day. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, be notified, share at your own free will to show you care.